How did you start in the movie business in Finland?
By accident, I was no good for any honest work, so I had to do something.
What did you do?
Films. I was in building industry before.
Building industry?
Yes, in the lowest depths of the industry. Construction.
And then suddenly you went into films?
Yeah, like this.
Fine.
I started with screenplays and acting and this and that.
Uh-huh. Did you study acting?
No. Or film. No, I was acting only 2-3 films. Not very successful.
Your films have a strong social background. Are you politically involved in Finland or?
No, I'm not involved. Obviously, I'm not involved in anywhere.
But you're concerned?
Well, I'm not a conservative.
This title for your 3 films, the Proletarian Trilogy, is this a title of yours or is it some production?
I'm a producer too,
yeah.
So there's no production behind me. No, they're my title, so first I get a title and then I write a script for the title. In Ariel, I didn't have a title a long time, and then I was fixing my motorbike, which was Ariel, old British bike, and here's a good title, I put it there.
Could you film a bourgeois trilogy? Or?
No, I couldn't. I would be in a... I couldn't do it, even if I wanted. I lose the rest of my little talent when I go in a bourgeois space. I wouldn't call it a proletarian trilogy, it's a loser trilogy. One step under proletariat. Who are not conscious enough to belong to the... Who are just losers who go their life like this. They go in the union if somebody tells them that there is a union, but basically they don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
So proletariat is the wrong word. Loser is better.
Yeah. Some of your films have a pessimistic ending, some have a quite optimistic ending. Are you rather optimistic or pessimistic?
Sometimes I'm rather pessimistic, sometimes a little bit optimistic. Well, it depends. I always decide to put a sad ending, but then I feel pity for my characters and put in the last moment put a happy ending.
Your films have been described here as dark, cruel, realistic, with a strong sense of humor.
Well, cruel, I don't agree. Maybe realistic, which is the same thing, but not very. I wouldn't say they're very realistic. They are, in fact, cinema realism, which is something else. I would call it melodrama more than realism. Melodrama is cruel and comical and this and that. I always start with everyday realism, everyday situation, and I try to go darker and darker, and in the end it's melodrama. Even the lights change. In the beginning the lights are quite normal, but in the end they are big shadows and so on.
You produce, you write, you direct, you edit your films yourself?
Yes, I'm so-called auteur. As I understand the word auteur means that you are not... Nobody's telling you what to do. There's no producer outside you. If you are an auteur, you have to have the total power. You can decide whatever, nobody can tell you what to do.
How do you find the money?
I get them from Manhattan from a Chinese boogeyman.
Is it rich?
He?
Yeah.
Not anymore. He financed my films.
Now you're shooting a film in England.
Yes.
Does that mean there's a change in your career? Is it a new period or just the same background and same preoccupations?
Same story as always. Just the location and the nationality of the characters has changed. Nothing else, I hope. It's called I Hired a Contract Killer. And it's a story about a loser, sad man, who wants to die but it's too scary to do it, so he hires a contract killer to do it. And then I would destroy the story if I would tell more. Happy end.
Really?
Yes. Except for the contract killer. And for him too, in a certain way. After that I make one film in Paris in next. I start 17th of February next year.
You've already wrote it and...
No, but it's a question of a weekend. Just let it be in here for a month, 2-3 months, and then I write it one weekend, 2 days, 1 day, 3 days.
The dialogues and everything?
Yes. But very often I don't write it at all because, for example, Match Factory Girl, I didn't write it at all, I just improvised.
The dialogue?
No, the whole story is improvised.
Really?
I started from the beginning and then I went on. What's happening next, maybe this.
Would you like to make films with movie stars, so-called movie stars?
Acting, you mean?
Yeah.
I never done.
But do you happen to think of this?
I just like to have good actors and real stars I couldn't afford and I wouldn't even touch with if I would have money. The Hollywood stars, no. Never in my life.
Is there a genre of films that you would never make?
Yes. Farce.